Welcome to 2024 Media Day for fall sports. It is hard to believe the summer is closing out and the fall sports season is getting ready to get started here at Piqua High School. Today we are going to talk to all of our fall teams, student athletes, to figure out what this season's might look like. So stay with us, sit back, grab your favorite beverage and snack, and we'll be right back. Our first team of the day, cheerleading right out of the get-go, and Coach Nicole Whiteman, this is your second year.
Yes.
Hard to believe that we are getting your second campaign started. Tell us a little bit about what cheerleading looks like for the 2024 season. Now, again, keep in mind, it's not just sideline, but it's competition / game day. But let's talk about sideline cheer, and then we'll kind of get into the competition stuff.
Okay. The girls look really good this year. They're already really fully prepared, working on some things. They just have come together and learned a lot of stuff. So looking really good, really excited. We're going to add a few little elements to the sideline this year that we're kind of excited about. We'll keep that a little surprise. So overall, we're looking really good.
One thing that was very noticeable on Friday nights, not just at Alexander, but even on the road, is the cheerleaders really took up space and some real estate to really engage the crowd.
Yes.
Did a really good job with chanting and really engaging the Piqua fans. Talk a little bit about that and what that and why we do that.
So when the cheerleaders get stuck in one little area, they just really feel unseen. But also, we're a cheerleader and a crowd leader. So if your crowd is throughout the entire real estate, then that's where you want your cheerleaders for crowd coverage. So the object is, let's stand up and cheer for your team. That's what the girls are trying to get you to do. So stand up, cheer, be excited. And quite honestly, I think the football players are also going to be incredibly excited to hear you as well.
It helps.
Yeah,
it really does.
It's a rally for everyone. So we hope to hear you this year.
Let's get them fired up. Speaking of getting fired up, let's move into competition / game day. That's a big part of what we do here now at Piqua.
Yes.
Last year we get to the state, had a big pep rally. Girls finished with a trophy. Pretty special for our kids. And I know expectations are high yet again this year. Nicole?
Yes. So we always have a standard of excellence that we want to rise to. So this year's no different. We've been in the gym since June. We've been lifting, we've been conditioning, really working on stamina and strength. So we're really excited. The routine is really coming together well. I think that it will be one to be remembered, honestly.
Well, I know we'll talk more later about that, but I know it's a big part of our girls that they look forward to, and how athletic they are, and the time that they put into it it's amazing. And Coach, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention to our Indian Nation station people, you were voted State Coach of the Year. A huge honor, not to get Coach of just the Year in a particular conference, but now that you're State Coach of the Year in your first year, that had to make you feel pretty special.
It did. I actually kind of forgot, but thanks for the reminder. I think it is important to be recognized by your peers, but at the same time, I think it's just more of a reflection on what the girls have done, because without them, I really don't have a program. So I think I would like to just go back to saying, without them, there's nothing,
Absolutely.
They're important.
Yep, and let's circle back to the girls. We got seniors. We got 5 seniors. A little bit. Talk a little about our leadership from our seniors.
They're really getting at it. They're excited. They want to have a good senior year. They want to have fun. They've definitely made that very well known. So we're trying to incorporate a lot. We do a lot of team bonding and really just trying to hear them and make sure that they feel like their senior year is one of their best.
Well, we're going to talk to those 5 seniors here shortly, but Coach, we wish you all the best, and thanks for the time and energy you put into this.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be back with our 5 seniors. We'll see you in a minute. With our seniors now, they're going to introduce themselves individually. Go ahead, ladies.
I'm Elena Oakes.
I'm Elena Hubley.
I'm Devea Cooper.
I'm Piper Croft.
I'm Berkeley Webster.
All right, here we go. First question. Highlights. You're a senior. You finally made it. Think about how long you guys have been cheering. Some of you have been cheering since you've been wee little. So this is the time, your senior, your final year as a Piqua cheerleader. What are you looking forward to most your senior year?
I'm looking forward to all the competitions that we're going to go and hit our routine in every single time and show them what we've done.
I'm looking forward to seeing the littles at pep rallies and our little Indian camp and hopefully winning MVL this year.
I'm looking forward to our pep rallies, especially for Troy and Sydney, so we can burn them.
I'm looking forward to MVL this year and road rallies and games and just spending time with with my friends.
I'm looking forward to the pep rallies and the road rallies and then just showing the progress that we've made as a team.
You guys put a lot of time and effort into it. And they hear road rallies and they're here in sidelines. You guys do a lot. You're not just you're not just cheering on the sideline. You're also you've been in the gym, Coach talked about since June, about getting ready for your competitions. And when you hear winning MVL, you're talking about competition cheerleading. Real quick, just talk real quick about competition cheerleading. What is your favorite part about competition cheer?
Probably just being able to do it all like as a team, like watching us be able to, I don't know, perform as a team and like look good and improve and beat all the other teams probably.
I feel like I've been cheering with a lot of these girls since junior high, so just seeing the progress of everyone and being able to improve and how we've been like placing better since last year, I'm just really excited for that.
Same thing Elena said in the end parties after everybody's done.
I feel like definitely in season is when we show the most progress. As coming up for comps, we come together as a whole team. All the love and support that we get as we're cheering, it just is a wonderful experience.
My favorite part of comp is all the girls get to show their best skills. We get to show off what we can do and what everyone wants to see.
Guys, I want to let you hold it for one more question. Guys, we wish you all the best this year. You guys have worked hard and put yourselves in a position where cheerleading has become not just a sport on the sideline, but it is also a sport where you guys are competing and winning championships and trophies, and we wish you guys all the best.
Thank you.
Surprise question of the day. You don't know this one's coming.
Okay.
All right. You get to go to see a concert. All right. You get to see one person you want to go see in concert. Who are you going to go see?
I don't know.
One person.
I don't know. I feel like I'm going to have to say Rod Wave.
All right.
Some of my songs. Okay.
All right.
If I had the choice to go to a concert, I'd go to a Bryson Tiller concert.
Oh.
If I had a choice, I'd go see Bruno Mars.
As everyone might know, this summer I went and saw Chris Brown, Sea Breezy. I would love to go see him again even closer because he is such a good performer. You just have to watch videos on TikTok, anywhere you want to, of Sea Breezy in concert.
You did not hesitate.
No.
Yeah, I have to agree with Berkeley. It'd have to be Rod Wave.
Well, I'll tell you what, you want to see these ladies in concert. You can see them right here at Alexander Stadium. They are fantastic. They are fun to watch along with their teammates. We're going to head to soccer at Wirtz Stadium. We'll see you here shortly. We are now at Wirtz Stadium, home of our soccer programs, girls and boys. First, we're going to talk to our head girls soccer coach, year 5, Kelsey.
Year 5.
A lot to talk about, but let's kind of break it down first to where do you feel Piqua soccer is under your leadership? You're going to year 5. You've had a full cycle of seniors.
Yeah.
A lot of good things have been happening.
Yeah. So when I started, my goal was to change the pace of the game so that we are playing more composed, playing to feet, playing more organized, and I think that over the past 4 seasons we've started to accomplish that. We are definitely playing at a much more composed pace. We're not doing kick and chase anymore. We're more organized. Our communication has improved. We've just grown tremendously over the 4 years.
2 things that stick out when I look at your leadership and what I've seen is as the season goes along, we really get better.
Yes.
Part of it is what you've talked about as far as, there's some organization of what you're doing. But our teams get confidence and gain confidence as
Yes.
the year goes
Yes,
on.
and we're a fairly young team. So like this year we're starting 3 sophomores in the back and a freshman. So we're very young, and it takes a while during season for us to mesh a little bit, for the girls to get to know how each other play, and to play confidently together as a team. So yeah, as the season goes on, we definitely see that improvement in teamwork.
The second thing is what you're talking about is, summer youth, is we've got a lot of kids. We talked yesterday, you got 31 girls.
Yep.
We've got a full JV and varsity teams that, and that in our league, there's quite a few that don't have full teams. So
Absolutely.
our kids obviously having a good experience. They enjoy playing the game. Talk about our team and just that. What's your take of our girls? I hear you say, hey, we just got good kids.
Mm-hmm. We do, absolutely. Again, over these past 4 seasons of me coaching, we've kind of tried to change the culture. So it's more, we're having fun, but we're also out here trying to get better. And you can just see it in the attitude of the girls, that they're coming in, they're working hard, they're ready to go, and they just have a passion for the game.
Well, the 24 campaign has already started as far as scrimmages.
Yes.
We're a couple weeks away for games, but what do people, could they expect from this 24 season?
A lot of growth. We've had girls that have played together for years. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun this season to watch them all play together.
We have, in the last couple of years, it'll be the 3rd year, where we're going to open up the weekend with the football opener at Bell Fountain,
Yes.
Which allows us to play a little earlier because of the way the Ohio High School Athletic Association has set that up. It's been a very competitive game with Bell Fountain.
Yes.
This will be the 3rd year, so as we played just the first cycle, finishing the home and away. Talk a little bit about what that game is and what that's a little special for you guys.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's boys and girls back-to-back doubleheader, and it feels like a kickoff. It feels like a kickoff for the season. It's exciting to watch the boys. We don't get to watch them very often, so to get to watch them play and us play in an atmosphere like that is very exciting.
Our league is tough.
Yes.
You've got the likes of a Tip and you got a Butler. Yep. But this is the first year in Sydney and Troy. Those are always good. And then, you throw in a couple other schools that you just don't know. What's the league look like for you?
So I think that we're going to be more competitive in more games this year. You definitely have those higher level teams, Tip, Butler, Troy, Sydney. Then you have kind of us in the middle ground with Fairborn and Xenia. But I think that gap between the upper level teams and us is closing. And I think that we're going to give some teams a surprise this year.
Speaking of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, they have now implemented new divisions. So
yes.
Just used to be, for our fans out there were 3 divisions: large school, medium-sized schools, and then small schools. They've now expanded to 5 divisions. One of the reasons being is the large schools, we were lumped in there with the large schools. So large schools were competing against Centervilles and Beaver Creeks, and those were even though we're a large school, there's quite a jump between those two. So we're going to be Division 3 this year.
Yep.
And we're going to be playing schools in the tournament that would be same size schools.
Yes.
A lot of schools within our league.
Yes.
Talk a little about what that feels like from a coach's perspective.
Honestly, it's incredible. There was always this thought of, well, next game we may have to play Centerville or Miamisburg, and they're huge compared to us. And so I think it's exciting for our girls. It's giving them a little bit more confidence, knowing that we may not have to go into a game against those larger schools with all those kids.
We're going to talk to our seniors here shortly.
Yes.
Talk a little about the leadership, and what you expect from them.
This class is full of leadership. I have Miranda Sweetman coming back, Tatiana Foose, Cameron Michaelajewski, Devea Cooper, and Audrey Bean. And they all come, they all work hard, they do what they're supposed to do on and off the field. It's a very good group of girls.
And I mean this in a loving and nurturing way. They are got good chemistry with one another. They're a fun group.
Yes, they are a fun group.
Yeah.
They are a very fun group to coach.
Well, Coach, we wish you all the best as you guys roll into the 24 campaign, and when you guys kick off here just another week against Bell Fountain.
Yep.
We'll be back. We're going to talk to our 5 seniors. We're going to talk a little girls soccer and what the season of 2024 will look like. As promised, we have our senior girl varsity soccer players with us, and they are going to introduce their name and the position that they play.
My name is Audrey Bean, and I'm midfield.
I'm Tatiana Foose, and I play goalkeeper and defense.
I'm Devea Cooper, and I'm goalie.
I'm Cameron Michaelajeski, and I play striker.
I'm Miranda. I play defense, goalie, and forward.
All right, Miranda, we're going to have it start with you. This is your senior year. You guys have made it to this point. You guys have been involved in the program in several ways. Here you are. Talk about what you're looking for. What are you looking forward to most your senior year?
I'm probably looking forward to scoring a goal this season. And why not make it extra special and do it on senior night?
All right. Okay.
I'm looking forward to winning more games and breaking records this year.
All right. High expectations.
I'm looking forward to having double the saves that I did last year. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to senior night and making more goals.
I'm looking forward to having a fun season and playing with my sister.
Yeah, that's right. This is going to be the sisters of the Beans, Bean 1 and Bean 2. Games. You guys have a lot of games where our league is fun because there is not a game that you don't have a chance or it's exciting to play. What games on our schedule are you guys looking for? Maybe it's a non-league game. Bean?
I'm excited for senior night. Hopefully it's a good game, and I'm ready for Troy.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to West Carrollton and probably Troy.
I'm definitely looking forward to West Carrollton and Troy.
I'm looking forward to playing Troy this year.
I'm looking forward to playing West Carrollton on senior night and playing Troy.
Well, certainly you can tell that the girls are excited about senior night. It is a big night for our girls and an opportunity for them to showcase their skills and play at a very special place. Wirt Stadium is just soccer, and you guys have been a part of this for a long time. What makes Wirt Stadium special to you guys?
This place has always been here for every single year I've been playing soccer, and even coming here as a little kid to help collect soccer balls for the older people, the older teams. It was just very fun to look forward to actually getting to play here, and now that I'm a senior playing here, it's unreal.
All right. Cam, Wirt Stadium, what's it mean to you?
We get the field all to ourselves. We don't have to share it with anybody.
No sharing. All right.
Wirt Stadium field.
You told me a little before, you're a little nostalgic, a little older. You like playing on this place has been here for over.
It's ancient. I like it like that.
Good work.
This place is historic, and I love history, but I also loved coming here as a little kid and watching people play and passing on the street, and it's just amazing how now I'm a senior and I'm playing my last few games here.
Bean, you've had some time to think about this one.
Yeah, I like it because my family works here, some of them. It's a very family-friendly environment, and it's built great relationships. Yeah.
Well, you ladies are animals. So I want you to give me your favorite animal.
My favorite animal is an elephant.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on, guys.
You already said them all.
I don't know. Hold on. I like dogs. There we go.
All right, dogs.
I like orangutans.
My favorite animal is a monkey.
My favorite animal is a panda.
As you can see, we've got a wide variety of animals here. So, ladies, we wish you guys all the best. You guys kick it off here with Bell Fountain in a week. Good luck, and we look forward to seeing you guys here at Wirt Stadium. You also can catch them on the Indian Nation station. They will be on for games that you will be able to catch on a delay on the YouTube channel and also Spectrum Channel 5. Ladies, all the best to you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Now with our head boys soccer varsity coach, Coach Tom Wiseman. Coach, we're year 5.
Yeah.
So you've had a full cycle of guys through.
Mm-hmm.
Talk a little bit about the program from when you came and as far as how you feel it has progressed, because no doubt we have made great strides, not just in terms of wins, but in terms of environment and guys buying into the system.
Well, I don't know if you remember, but when we talked about the position, when I first interviewed with you, I said, I'm not coming here to babysit it. I'm coming here to build a program. And I think we've done that. I mean, we've put some expectations in that people know. Sometimes the freshmen have a little bit of an adjustment period to those expectations.
Right.
But if they stick with it, everything progresses.
Coach, you've got, you've had some guys that have come through, have set some records individually, and that's all nice and that's great. And certainly we've gotten some recognition that we wouldn't have gotten had those guys not been a part of the program. But I know you like to talk a little about the team and how that is evolved. And wins is certainly one part of it, but some of it is who we're beating and who we're competing against. We were in games the last couple of years where it wasn't even competitive several years ago in our league. So talk about that as far as what's the mindset of going in and how are they now feeling like they're confident enough that they can play some of the better teams in our conference?
Well, it's about selflessness. You have to do your job, but at the end of the day, everybody scores a goal.
Right.
When Nathan broke all those records a few years ago, he couldn't have done it without 10 guys behind him.
And he recognized that.
He recognized that. And the other thing is we still have some work to do as far as some of the top tier teams. The expectation is those lower level teams, and we know who they are. We won't name them, but we have to put a good result against them. Let's just say it that way, because at the end of the year, when we're looking at tournament seeding, other coaches who don't know us look at those scores, and then the teams in the middle we have to beat, and the teams up top we have to make them closer. And so some of those teams at the top, we're still not at that point where we're close enough, and so we have to work on that.
Coach, let's talk a little bit about soccer in terms of divisions. Kelsey and I were talking about this earlier. It used to be 3 divisions. We had large, medium, and small schools. We were in the large schools. Now they have really made it a lot more competitive for your tournament situation. So now we're 5 divisions. We're Division 3, which means most of the schools that we play in on our schedule would be teams that we would play in the tournament instead of having to face, which we've had to the last couple of years, a Centerville or Beaver Creek.
Right.
Talk a little bit about that.
Well, we still have to win those games. We still have to, it still matters at the end of the year. So your first game all the way through game 17 is being watched. I've told the boys, I said, we don't have the problem of having to face a team or a school that's 6 or 7 times as big as us. But the bad news is we no longer have that excuse, right? So when we go to tournament and we're facing another D3 school, you don't have that excuse. You're the same size, and looking at the roster of teams in the Miami Valley, at least Miami Valley Association, these are good teams. We got Oakwood, Bellbrook, Carroll, Chaminade. There's some really good
teams,
and that's just a few of them.
Well, the soccer in Dayton is really good.
Yep.
And the soccer at Piqua has been getting better. And what's the 24 team going to look like, Coach?
Well, we're going to be we just mentioned this last night at the Meet the Teams. Last year we were the 2nd youngest team in the MVL, and we still had our best MVL finish ever at 4th. And this year it looks like we may even be the youngest team in the MVL, but all the talent's back. And we keep bringing in, last 2 or 3 years, we've brought in some really good freshman classes. So we're going to have some stumbles because of our youth, but I think we can surprise some people too.
Well, you and I talked about this. We feel like we're going to be youth. Young, and one of the positions we talk about is goalie. We lose to Josh Heath and an all league and a guy who had set records. So that's a tough position to fill. But we got a young freshman who's coming in. We feel is going to be pretty good for us. But halfway through the year, we anticipate that when people play Piqua, it's not going to just be a rollover game. They're going to have to compete to get it done.
Yeah, we got a pleasant surprise with a few guys, a couple freshmen at goalkeeper. We've got Tanner Stevens, who's going to be our starter this year. It was one of those things where we knew he played goalie, and we had a couple of practices, and I looked at my assistant and I said, my mind's made up. I know that he's going to be the starter. And then Max Willoughby, another freshman, came out and had some action at goalie, and we now have a good backup too.
Good.
So,
Good. Coach, we wish you all the best. We know that we've got some good games and weeks ahead of us. I would ask you before we talk a little bit quick about our seniors and what the expectations you believe they'll give the program.
our senior
That's right.
is
That's right.
is Ty Pettis, but Ty has started ever since he was a freshman. Incredible athlete. Very rarely gets tired. He's also a cross country runner,
just
so
gonna say, he's
makes
a
that makes
multi-sport
a
athlete,
big
yeah.
difference. Yeah. So he was all league last year, and we're expecting the same from him this year. And just to be that leader, this is his second year as a captain. He was a junior captain last year. This year he's a senior captain, and we're expecting that leadership from him.
The one thing I always get from Ty is you can count on him.
Oh yeah, very reliable.
He's the guy that he's consistent, and he may not be the loudest guy on the field, but he's the guy that certainly people follow because he's a good example.
Well, and that's what we tell the guys. The number one thing you can be as far as valuable is reliable.
Yeah.
If you're reliable, then you're in our plans. If you're not as reliable, you're going to have to work on that.
No, we're getting there. And, Coach, I know the Indians are going to be reliable on the field here. They'll be at Wirt Stadium playing on their home games. But we're going to talk here shortly with our seniors when we return. Coach, all the best this year.
Thank you.
We are now with our varsity boys soccer captains. We're going to have them introduce their name, the grade they are in, and the position or positions they play.
I'm Ty Pettis. I'm going to be a senior, and I play mainly center midfield.
Troy Thompson, junior, left wing.
Logan Mertz, sophomore, and I play right wing.
Logan, I'm going to have you hold the microphone here for the next question. For you, what are some of the expectations and something you're looking forward to for this year?
I'm looking forward to our team playing their hardest. I think we're going to do really well this year, and I think that we'll improve from years past.
Fantastic. Mr. Thompson, what are you looking forward to about this year?
Beating all the guys that beat us last year, like all the games that I think we should have won last year.
Competitively, yeah.
Another shot at those and hopefully bring them home.
And if I may, last year you had a lot of big moments, but none bigger than the first game of the season and a penalty kick you knocked down to tie the game against Bell Fountain. Coach Wiseman says the ball's still going through the top of the net. Pretty neat night, moment for you.
Yep.
Bell Fountain, that first game, that pretty special one. Is that a big one? Why? And if it is, why is it a big game?
It's a big game just because, we've won it 2 years or every year I've been here. It's on a Friday night. It's the
first game of the season.
A game we can win, we should win, and just that's all there is.
Good stuff. All right, Ty, what are you looking forward to this year?
I'm looking forward just to play soccer. I think our expectation this year is just have a winning record. We had it last year, and every single year I've been here, we've improved our record. So I think having a winning record and our record improving will tell a lot about how far we've come.
Ty, you're the only guy in white today, which tells us you're the only senior on the team.
Yep.
What's that like for you? You've been a big part of the teams the last couple of years, so leadership-wise, I know guys look to you for leadership. What's it like being the lone senior?
It's lonely. I have no one else my grade. But I've been with a lot of these people. The juniors I've been with for 3 years. So at this point, they're another one of. I've been with them, so.
And you're a multi-sport athlete, so we're going to see you later today in a cross-country uniform. But Coach talked about that. What's it been like to be a multi-sport athlete and be able to do both?
I really enjoy it. It's a lot. With going to cross-country in the morning and then going to soccer in the afternoon, it's really hard on your body. But over these past few years, I think I've gotten used to it, so I think I enjoy it.
Yeah, you're pretty mentally tough too, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, all right, here we go. What games are you guys looking forward to the most? What games or game are you guys looking forward to the most this year?
I look forward to all the games. I enjoy playing all our games, but I think the game I look forward to most is Troy. It's a rivalry game, and I always want to beat them, so
good.
I look forward to it.
All right.
I think I'm looking forward to Sydney this year. Never beat them while I was here. We tied them last year.
Pretty competitive last year.
Should have won that game. That's
all right. The Jackets.
Yeah, same as Troy. I'm looking forward to the Sydney game. We should have won last year. It was a close game, and I'm looking forward to beating them this year.
All right. Well, hey, I'm going to ask you guys one more question. I want you to tell me what show do you like watching the most, on streaming or on television? What television show or movie have you seen recently that you really enjoy?
Yeah, probably the Loki on Disney Plus.
Oh, that's a good one. The Loki.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, yeah?
I recently watched the new Deadpool Wolverine movie and really enjoyed that.
Oh, yeah. That one, that was a good movie, good Marvel movie. Maybe for only, age appropriate. Hey, guys, we wish you guys all the best this year. I know you guys have done a great job the last few years in building the program and put yourselves in situations where we have become a team to be reckoned with, and I know the 2024 campaign will be nothing short of that. So, guys, good luck.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay, hey, we are now going to head to Garber Gymnasium for a little volleyball. We are now in Garber Gymnasium, and it's volleyball time. We are with our head varsity women's volleyball coach, Jennifer Hulskamp. And Coach, hard to believe, but you are in cycle 4, which would mean you would have your seniors for a full 4 years, but we have no seniors.
We don't have any seniors this year. We don't.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Does it feel like it's been 4 years for you?
It has. It does. Yeah.
There's
but
a lot.
It's been a good 4 years.
Jen, there's a lot that goes on, and a lot of people think it's volleyball season. It's just August to October, and that's really not the case. It's a year-round thing. So, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like you to just talk about the program and where you see it now to where you came in, and how you feel like you've seen some developments.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, it's a year-round thing. We have not just our season from August through October, but we have our preseason, our summer training. We also run our youth league. We coach club, so we're kind of in volleyball all the time. Not only that, but all of the housekeeping that needs to take place behind the scenes, that takes time and coordination as well. It's really neat. This is our first year that we've had a freshman team since 2015. Right. So that's exciting. It shows that we're growing, and it's competitive. And even without having any seniors, we still have a freshman team. And a lot of our schools in our league do, so we'll have some good competition. Yeah, so talk about our little league, the MVL, we do have quite a few teams with a freshman, and we've not had one since 2015, so we're going to kind of be back in training where we will actually be playing a freshman and JV game at home at the same time. Yep. So Garber Gymnasium will have 2 courts going on while our fans sit up in the balcony. And then for the varsity game, we'll go from a 2-court to a 1-court system, kind of like what's behind us now. So there is a lot of planning, and you were talking about housekeeping and organizing, and there's a lot of little things that go on to that. But having a freshman team, what does it mean for a program to be able to have 12 extra kids that get opportunity to play? I think it makes it more competitive out there. The older girls, they see the talent that's coming up. And it makes them work harder. It also creates a new energy with having the young freshmen. They're new to the high school scene, but they're fresh and they're eager, and they're having a good time.
Jen, I ask you this every year, but I'm going to ask you again because I think it's a good way to reaffirm. But what's it like to be able to coach the team and the school that you played for and you went to?
It's really special, Chip, to be in the gym, to coach these girls, to see parents and have their kids on the court. It's pretty special. Yeah.
And Piqua was a special place. We said that, and the gym again's got a nice new sheen and look to it. Volleyball will have, for their first time, they'll have a scores table that will get to promote Piqua volleyball and the kids.
Awesome.
and all those things. But moreover than any of those things, talk a little bit about what you anticipate for the 24 campaign, and not just in terms of wins and all those things, but some of your expectations that you have.
So we don't have any seniors, so we're still young like we were last year, but we're really experienced. All of the girls play club, so they're playing year-round. we've had 2 scrimmages. We scrimmaged at Covington on Tuesday. We had our Botkin scrimmage last night. And just the growth in 2 days is really awesome. We are fine-tuning our offense, and things are really starting to click where the girls are running consistent plays, thanks to our great passers on serve receive and on defense, thanks to our setters running like a quarterback does their team.
Oh, yeah.
So it's really neat to see that. I'm excited for the season.
Season does kick off next Saturday. It'll be home when the Bulldogs from Milton Union come to town. Scrimmages give you a chance to kind of see where we are, put people in different places and positions. For you, and I hear coaches talk a lot about not necessarily about winning, although we're trying to win. It's also really to kind of get us organized to see where we are, so when we do get to game 1, when West Milton comes in, we're ready to go.
Yeah, that's exactly what scrimmages are for. One good thing about this group of girls is because they've played so long and playing club, their volleyball IQ is really high. So any team that we go see after the first set, we know what offense they're running, defense they're running, and they're able to make changes. That happened last night. We were playing a team, and we switched our blocking scheme, and it changed things for us.
Jen, for the team coming in, you've got some returners that are key, and you said we're young, but we're more experienced because we were playing some young kids last year. Just name, a few of them as to how you feel like they're going to be an important role for us.
Yeah, we've got our middles. We've got Natalie and Caitlin. They're running consistent options, not just 2s out of the middle, the high ball offense, but they're running different attack options. Abby running the court with a 5-1. We also have Campbell O'Neill when we run a 6-2 that's coming in and stepping in as a sophomore and does a good job. They connect well with both setters. Our outside hitters, we have Megan Hall playing all the way around this year, and Riley Baker, both of them. Sorry. We have
good energy in the room. Yes.
My daughter.
Coach's daughter.
Yes.
Giving some input.
They've got lots of options. They've got cross-court shots. They've got line shots. They can tool off the block, and we're really doing well running from the back row as well. So that's a big thing. We've trying to send less free balls and more attacks from the back row.
You're naming a lot of players who, it's fun to listen to them talk about being in a varsity group team, and can remember when those were just little tykes coming through the junior high program, and now they are kids that we're going to count on. We should have high expectations for them, and I think they're going to have a good year for us.
I think so too. They're fun girls, and they really do care about each other. They love the game. They pick each other up, and they do really well. And I got to hand it to our libero, Audrey. She is scrappy back there. She goes after everything and pursues every ball and keeps some things alive for us. So.
Well, Jen, we wish you guys all the
Thank
best, not just as you go through your scrimmage season and your first game, but through the league. I would be remiss if I didn't bring it up. The OHSAA is going to 7 divisions this year. This is the first time. We talked about it with soccer. They're going to 5. Same concept where it allows schools like us to play more like-sized schools instead of us being bunched in Division I, having to play some of your larger schools in the Dayton community or even in the state. How does it feel for you as a coach competitively going against in a tournament, which again we're still going to see good volleyball teams, but allows us to be a little bit more competitive?
Yeah, I'm excited to see how it pans out this year. Some big changes. That was a big change, and also for volleyball, they allow us now for a player to play 6 sets a night instead of 5, and so with that, there's a whole bunch of set of opportunity
to play,
to
and
have
that's
more
what it's all about.
Yeah.
Well, Jen, we thank you for your time, and we certainly wish you all the best.
Thank you.
We're going to talk to some of those players here in just a couple minutes, so stay right there. We are now with our volleyball players. We don't have any seniors, so these are all underclassmen. So they're going to give you their name and the grade and positions that they play.
I'm Natalie Hemmer. I'm a middle hitter, and I'll be a junior.
I'm Audrey Applegate. I'll be a junior, and I'm a libero.
I'm Riley Baker. I'm an outside, and I'll be a junior. I'm Abigail Kirk. I'm a setter, and I'll be a junior.
So all juniors with us. All right, Natalie, here we're going to have you talk about what game are you looking forward to the most this year?
This year I'm looking forward to Troy and probably Sydney or Northmont. I feel like we got a good chance against Troy this year.
Very good.
I'm looking forward to Northmont.
That was a barn burner last year with right here in Garbury Gymnasium. Pulled it out 1-5.
Troy Northmont. I'm so excited. The game I'm looking forward to is definitely Troy.
All right. Well, we had a great year, particularly at the end of the year. We really started to pick some momentum up. We were talking about Northmont, about how that really kind of helped our mojo and kind of have a strong finish. We're looking to pick back up where we left off. Tell me some of the things you're looking forward to about this season. Because you got some good chemistry amongst yourselves. That's the one thing I get when I walk in here is everybody gets along, obviously, but everybody picks each other up. So what are some things you're maybe looking forward to this year?
I feel like our team this year, like we've got a lot of chemistry, like you said, so like we're all really close. So it's like it's easy to play. Like it flows good.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just excited to see like us being a family on the court.
Yeah, I feel like we just have good chemistry, and like even if we're not doing good, we can like still like pick each other up.
Oh yeah,
it's just fun.
Helping each other through some adversity.
I'm just excited for all the fun we're gonna have and growing up together since we're all young.
I'm gonna have you hold it.
Okay.
And what I hear together is the word together.
Yeah.
We have a unison, and there's a bit of a family feel here. That's great. And Coach talked a little bit about that part of it, so it's good that you guys hit it back up. Okay, here we go. Fun question of the day. Tell me, someone gives you $10,000 to go anywhere, no, $100,000 to go anywhere in the world to visit for 1 week. Where are you going?
Korea.
Anywhere you want a vacation. What did you say?
Korea.
Korea, okay.
Greece.
Greece.
Yes.
Japan.
Japan.
I'm going to Paris.
Oh, these guys are all going over across the pond. Ladies, thanks for that. All the best to you. Good luck. And you guys will be here in Garbage Gymnasium, first game, West Milton.
Yep.
Week to week. You can catch the Indians here on the Indian Nation station. You also catch them on Spectrum Channel 5. These ladies will be giving you great play, great energy, and great effort. Ladies, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, we are going to head now to cross country.
Let's go. We are running off.
All right. We are now at the cross country facility. We call it the team room, the home site facility for cross country. Head coach Seth Fashner and head coach Ryan King. You guys have been a part of the program for a long time now. We're starting to see the fruits of your labor. Before we talk about this year's team, it would be remiss if we didn't talk about how successful last year's team, both on the girls' side and certainly the boys. The boys end up setting history for the first time since 1972, getting back to the regional meet. That certainly, not to talk about history again, but that really kind of set the tone for where the 24-25 season is going to be. Right, guys?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We had a great season last year. On the boys' side, like you said, it had been 50-plus years before we made it that far. And the great thing is we've got a huge group of seniors this year. And on the boys' side, our varsity team ended up being all of last year's juniors. So we got them all back this year to see what we can do. And the girls, we got 3 seniors this year. One of them, Alyssa York, is a new one. But Lucy and Ashlyn are coming back and have been working hard, always are working hard. The whole group really sets the tone for the underclassmen and for everybody coming up. So should be a fun year and a successful year, I hope.
Ryan, one of the things I really like what you guys did was really incorporate the history of that team, of the 72 team. You had the former coach and some people that were a part of that. And then, of course, they were all part of the race in some way, shape, or form that day. I think, if you talk to the true historians and know where you're going, you have to know where you come from. How important was that history piece for us as a program as we move the program forward?
Yeah, I think it was important. The kids enjoyed, kind of getting to know those guys, hearing a little bit about our story. It made an impact for them to hear that they were, 50 years in the making for this. So it was exciting for the program to experience that. Those guys were great for coming out, talking about it. Coach Hill was fun to have him come back out and talk about some of the team. And there's been a few times where that's come out in public, just in my daily travels and hearing about some of those guys. And it's just been kind of a neat connection that we had for sure.
As we circle back to the 24 season and all those things that make a difference to this, you've got a group of seniors now that have seen that, and it matters to them. You can tell in the off season that the running that they were doing, the training that they were doing, they went out and they were running with a purpose. I remember there was a time in the spring when it was lightning out, and I told them they couldn't go run that day, and if looks could kill, where I don't know, 5 years ago I'm like, oh, okay. And they were really disappointed because they felt like I was impeding their progress for getting better. And I say that story only just to kind of illustrate that you guys have set a tone of putting the work in and pushing your comfort zone that you guys often talk about. And they've been doing that in the off season. So now when you get to the practices, what are your practices like now where you've got kids that got a lot of miles now? Is your strategic focus and practice different now than it was 5-6 years ago?
We definitely have a stronger summer conditioning program than we've had since we've been around, and probably maybe even before that. But the kids, we don't have to get the kids to come during the summer, and that's a huge piece. They come because they want to, and I think the younger guys, we got quite a few freshmen this year on the guys' side, and I think they see what the expectations are from some of the upperclassmen, which has been huge. We also have a pretty good junior high quantity of kids on both guys and girls, so it's been fun to see them learning from really the older kids. So I give the older kids the credit for setting the tone of what's expected for the off season and getting ready, and I think they're going to have the opportunity to see these upperclassmen have a good solid year of training to pay off late season here for us.
Yeah, Seth, he talked about, Ryan talks about the junior high, and that was one of the things that grabbed my attention this summer when I came out to watch you guys work out. It wasn't just your high school kids that you had large numbers of. You had probably as many junior high kids, and maybe some days more so. I saw kids riding their bikes from far distances to get here just to be here. And I saw one day some young man, he had a Nerf gun. I think you guys had some different kind of fun activities in the summer to kind of keep it fun. But they enjoy coming because they want to run, but they also enjoy the camaraderie with one another, right, Seth?
Yeah, absolutely. We've built this community, and cross country is a little bit different, I think, than a lot of sports, because you don't have starters and reserves. You don't have people sitting on the bench, so everybody gets to compete. And we also have junior high and high school together, which is great because the younger kids see what the older kids do, and we've got, between having a nice facility now that's kind of our home and just doing fun things with them, but still focusing on working hard. Like Ryan said, the kids want to be here, and we've got obviously 2 great junior high coaches that do a great job to help those junior high kids want to be here as well. And it's our numbers have grown and continue to grow, and it's been awesome.
Before we talk to our seniors, I'd be remiss if we didn't talk about, we have a facility now, and we're outside of Alexander Stadium. We've been able to use this facility to our advantage for a night race that started in COVID, just to kind of get kids involved, because it was kind of everybody was staying home. It has now blossomed to a race, which, by the way, I had another school reach out to me, which I got to talk to you guys about that. Because people are hearing about this race. They want to be a part of it because we make it fun. It's a competitive course, it's a competitive race, but it's also, you got music blaring, you got fireworks going off, you got food all over the place, and you talk about the word community. The running community and the cross-country community truly is engaged throughout that event.
Yeah, absolutely. And it started during COVID, which we were trying to figure out unique things to do. We start with this night meet, and our kids loved it, the parents loved it, the other schools loved it, and we loved it as a course. Like, even if it wasn't our home course, we would love to go run this course and run this race. And obviously we had all the little fun things to it to make it even more enjoyable. But it's been awesome to see that grow as well, and it's great that we can have our senior night that night as well and have the big crowd for it and everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's a senior night that you don't soon forget. And then when you run a race like that, or you guys organize a race like that, and direct it. Then you start getting other people's attention. Last year we hosted the Miami Valley League meet. We've been trying to get that meet for a long time, and they were a little hesitant. Let's be honest, Eric Spar, he was a little hesitant. That's okay. He came and got the experience, and so it was supposed to be at Tip City. Tip City could not logistically host it because of some issues on the park's end. First call he made was Piqua, and it was because of the race experience that they had. So it's got to make you feel good that now the league wants to be here, and they would like to maybe make it a place where they come more than just every now and again.
Yeah, we're set up well for it out here. I mean, it's a great opportunity for not just our team, but even for the league. I think a lot of the other coaches have enjoyed it. So we're happy to have it back, and I think it'll be
we
great.
want people to come out in the community. That's why we're doing this on the Indian Nation Station. We're talking about it not just to promote cross country and how wonderful it is, but we want people to come out and experience it. If you've not seen cross country, if you've never seen a meet, and there's one time you want to come out on September 7th, Saturday night. There are races that start at 8 o'clock with junior high, and then we'll have high school races. We're actually adding a third race this year, so we're going to go, I believe, 9:45, and 10:30. It's going to be a good night. We're going to have a lot of as we call energy in the air. So we welcome everybody to come out. Before I bring out the seniors, though, one last question. What is the we know what the end goal is for our kids, but what do you think meet-wise when you start the season? What's our goal getting the season off the blocks?
Yeah, we could start with a couple early season meets, and frankly, our goal in those is to get some experience and kind of get our feet on the ground during that time. So we kick off this weekend with a preseason meet over at Obet's, which is on the state course. It's kind of the idea is to be able to preview the state course outside of Columbus if we make it there. Yeah. And then we have a bit of a time trial type meet at Lost Creek, and then we'll move on to Shul is kind of our unofficial opener, which is on the 24th, and we're excited about that. But honestly, our eyes are a lot more towards league and districts and trying to see what we can do as a team in that postseason time. But we're excited about getting started.
Well, we've got a lot of seniors this year. We've talked about seniors. We're going to talk to them. I believe we got 12 of them. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of seniors.
We should introduce Erica. She's one of our junior high coaches. Erica, come on in here.
Erica doesn't want to be seen, but she.
Yeah.
Erica is one of our two junior high coaches, and real quickly, we talk about junior high coaches or athletes together, but having 4 coaches together because not a lot of programs have that. They have them together. That's really helpful.
Makes us a team for sure.
Yeah. Well, and we should be mentioned. The other one is McKenna Dews, who's not here at this time, but here in spirit. So McKenna, thinking of you. All right, we're going to bring on our seniors when we return here on the Ryan King and Seth Fashner XC TV set. We're back with our seniors, large group, and on a small couch here. So at this time, they're going to introduce their name and how many years they've been running cross country.
Hi, my name's Spencer Ford, and I have been running cross for 6 years.
My name is Noah Berg. I've been running cross country for 6 years.
My name is Owen Pass, and I've been running cross country for 4 years.
My name is Lucy Weiss, and I've been running for 6 years.
My name is Ashlyn Gerhart, and I've been running for 6 years.
My name is Alyssa York. This is my first year running.
My name is Brayden Holtvote, and this is year 7.
My name is Owen Quinter. This is year 6.
My name is Bryson Engel, and this will be my 6th year.
My name is Ty Pettis, and this will be my 6th year.
My name is AJ Burrows, and I've been running for 6 years.
We have, and I think we're missing one. We're missing Mr. Clark, right? So, and I bring him up in the sense that we've got a couple guys that are doing multiple sports, and Mr. Pettis, you're one of them. You guys have got a lot of expectations, and I say guys, I mean ladies and gentlemen, this year, your senior year, you guys have put a lot of miles on the road. One of the things we talked about in the pregame show with the coaches is you guys, in terms of miles in the winter and spring, before you even got to summer, you guys are putting the work in because of the expectations you guys have for yourselves. I want you to just tell me real quick what your favorite race you're looking forward to this year. And everyone's got to have a different answer. It's okay. There's no right or wrong. What's the race or two that you're looking forward to? Spence, start us off.
My favorite race is our night race. It's always a great time. The fireworks to the start line. It's really my favorite part.
My favorite race and the race I'm looking forward to is the Centerville night race because they do not separate the divisions. So it's D1 through 3, and it has the most competition. It's even bigger than state.
The race I'm looking forward to the most is actually the first race because I'm ready to start the season.
I'm looking forward to our district race because it's always very cold at our district race.
I think I'm looking forward to our night meet just because it's a great environment and it's senior night.
I think I'm looking forward to the night meet as well.
I'm looking forward to the MVL league meet because I think we can be really competitive this year.
I'm looking forward to the night meet because it's nighttime and it's more fun.
I'm looking forward to running at state.
I'm looking forward to running at Bob Schul. I really like the course, and it's our first real test at the, I guess not really.
I'm looking forward to the districts race. I just really like the course. It's really nice, and we got good competition.
A variety of answers here, and all of them are interesting for different reasons. Lucy, I like the fact that you like running in the cold. You guys all like running in colder temperatures, right? Because we can run a little faster. Although it's been a pretty mild August start so far. Last question is for you guys as seniors. This year means something, but I want you to tell me, in your minds, what does Piqua Cross Country mean to you personally? Spence?
Piqua Cross Country to me means a family. We run all summer long. We're together for 2 hours every day. It just shows how friendships are gained. I'm friends with all these seniors, so that's what I really enjoy about it.
Good.
I'm on the same page with Spencer. Piqua Cross Country to me means family. I've made so many friends along the way these past 6 years, and there's nothing that I would give for it.
Same here. I just love being around friends and just hanging out, having a good time, staying in shape.
For me, Piqua Cross Country means a community. It's like a community for all of us. Like they said, it's like a family, and I just have so many great memories with all the team. So
I agree. The cross country is really one of those places where everyone is there for you on your successes, and you're just really friends with everyone. We've gotten so close over the past 6 years, so cross country is just one of those places that it's really all your family here.
Definitely. Friendship. Same.
Piqua Cross Country is just fun. I mean, we're all out here just to do the same thing, and even though it's a simple task, just like run 3.1 miles as fast as you can. Like even with the palm tree out here, the team atmosphere is just fun.
To me, it's a good time to hang out and talk to some of my friends.
Yeah, to me it's definitely big family, and we can all compete and have fun with each other, and I've had a lot of good experiences running.
Yeah, I would just say family. We all go through the same things together. We all have to suffer and practice, and we all reap the same rewards.
Yeah, family is just a really big part. Everyone's just been together for so long. We're just all such good friends.
Guys, thanks for taking time. The one thing that I think that I get from you guys, and the people out there probably wouldn't know it unless they just know you guys, as big of a group as you are, you've used the word community, friendships, it's all very true, and you can see there's a true bond between you guys, and you guys have each other's backs, and while you're the first ones to help make fun of one another, you're also the first ones to defend one another in those moments. Is that a fair statement? Yeah. Well, we wish you guys all the best as you guys start your season there on Saturday. And I know there'll be when the season ends in the colder temperatures, Lucy, I know the Indians will have had a great season. So all the best to you. All right, we are going to move from cross country. We are heading to tennis. We are now with girls tennis segment. After that wild cross country one, this is going to be a little different tempo, I assure you. That being said, we have one senior for tennis. She is going to introduce herself, all right, and talk about how many years you've been playing tennis for Piqua.
My name's Abriana Anderson, and I've been playing tennis with Piqua this would be my second year, but I've been playing altogether for 3. So.
Okay, very good. Yeah. And before we introduce the coaches, Bree, I would like to talk to you just a little bit about tennis and what tennis has meant to you and why you enjoy it, why you keep coming back.
Tennis has meant everything to me for the past 3 years, ever since I started. It was kind of hard finding something that I really enjoyed. I tried volleyball, obviously wasn't it for me. So I tried tennis out, and I absolutely adored it. I loved the girls who played tennis. They were all quirky and weird and fun, but that's exactly what I like. So, yeah, it's just pretty soothing, gives me a nice outlet.
One of the things that I think, too, that adds to it is you got coaches, a coach, and we're going to talk to them here shortly, that create an environment that allow you guys to be you, but yet teach you the game, and you become pretty competitive tennis players.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I wouldn't want a better set of coaches, honestly. They make it quite comfortable for me to be myself here, make mistakes, and also give me the space to learn. So.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, it's a good transition. We're going to introduce our coach here, Coach Aaron Thomas. Aaron, you're in your third year, but no stranger to Piqua. You've become now you're starting to become a staple to Piqua tennis, as you were our assistant boys coach this past spring.
Yep.
You are, again, running your third year as the head coach. What does it mean for you here? What you've seen the growth in Piqua tennis since you've taken the program over?
I've really enjoyed being a part of the team and growing with the girls. The first year, it's always a little rough when you step in, but the transition has become easier and easier as time has gone on. And we lost 6 seniors last year, and it was such a fun year with them. And I'm going to really miss this one here. She is leaving us soon. But I just look forward to a fun year and lots more learning experiences for the girls, because that's what it's all about.
Well, I think, you talk about senior night, and not that is necessarily a topic, but you talk about our seniors, and we lost 6, and then I'm thinking about the previous year, we had multiple seniors.
Yep.
And of course, Bree now being the only one. When you see them leave, there is a bit of every senior night that I'm a part of, it has a different type of feeling.
Yeah.
And that has a feeling of true sadness, because there really is a friendship and bond that the girls have.
Yes, for sure. And last year was 6 of them. We went all out. This year, obviously, we'll let Bree set the tone for it. But it's always a fun night, and like you said, a little bittersweet. But the nice part is the girls keep coming back, because they all came and helped with practice this summer. All of our girls that graduated this past year.
Well, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
Yep.
Coach, besides you, I'm going to have her introduce herself to the nation, and we'll talk a little bit about Coach's background here.
Yeah, my name is Melanie Chin, first year assistant coach, and I teach at the high school.
So, Coach Chin, this is an opportunity really for you, to not just be in the building, but to be on a court and engage with kids in a sport that you played and was ever dear to you. Go get a little bit about your tennis background so people might know what that is all about.
Yeah, so I played high school tennis at Tip City for 4 years, and then I went on to play college tennis at the College of Worcester in Ohio for all 4 years, and then just continued to play throughout grad school on my own, and I'm really excited to get back into the competitive tennis field and on a different side as a coach.
So like Coach Thomas, we talk about lifelong sports, and it's a sport that you can continue to play lifelong. And Aaron, we've talked about, Coach Thomas, we've talked a little bit about your competitiveness and how you were competitive and played through college, and it's nice to be able to have coaches that played beyond high school. Not necessarily because we're trying to get our kids to the next level, but you have a great understanding of the game, but you also have an understanding about the importance of where it brings into life for these young ladies and how they can use it as a vehicle to the next step. So what do you think from your perspective, coaches? I'm going to ask you both this question. What you feel that tennis brings to these young ladies, because some of these girls have never played tennis up until they got to high school. Some of them played a little bit, but what is really the game of tennis allowing these girls to learn?
Just a lot of life lessons you can learn on the court, like never give up and keep trying, and then tennis is harder to learn at the beginning, but then once you keep at it and keep working, it gets easier and really fun all the time, and just being consistent and all of that.
dealing with adversity, right?
Yep. Yep.
Because a lot of times it's not the person you're playing across the net.
It's you.
It's you
Yeah.
and your shoulders
Yep.
and the neck above, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So piggybacking off what Coach Chin said, for sure, just giving the girls, a good space to grow and learn and work through that adversity with adults that are here to help them, and just trying to grow, a positive environment for them where they can be themselves and enjoy, learning to be a teammate and learning how to work with others and meet people from other teams and have that be a positive experience for them.
Well, this will be set of good news here that a lot of people don't know. This will be the last year that we play on these tennis courts, as we've got new tennis courts. So maybe we'll just name in Bree's honor here, since it's her senior year. You like that?
The
You like
Bree
that?
Anderson Tennis Complex. Abriana Anderson Tennis
Okay, yes, we'll do it that. We'll do that.
Yes.
Abriana, we wish you all the best this year. Enjoy your senior year, and I know we start a season next week, so good luck.
Thanks.
And if you want to come out, this is a good place to watch tennis. We start our matches at 4:30. Schedules are online at the Piqua Indian Athletic website, or you can go to Piqua City Schools and get a website and catch those schedules. Coaches, all the best. Coach Jim, we're glad to have you.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be back. We're heading to the stadium for a little football action. Now back at Alexander Stadium for football, and with our head varsity football coach, Bill Neese. And Coach, here we are, another campaign for the Indians. We're getting ready to roll into the 24 campaign. Scrimmages getting ready to set on tonight, and then we'll start talking about games in a little bit. But let's talk about scrimmages. Not so much who we're scrimmaging, although we're scrimmaging St. Mary's and Northmont, but what does the scrimmage season look like for you, and what are some of those things that you're looking to accomplish?
I think number one, that we wanted to use some of the passing scrimmages we had during the course of the summer to establish the starting lineup and to establish the flavor of offense and defense that we wanted to run. I think that was checked off, accomplished that. And the next part of it is going to be the two scrimmages where contact's involved, and I think that's more for the guys up front. Those guys that play in the trenches for us on the line, we want to establish what we think is our starting lineup, and really develop some depth in what we can do across the ball, both on offense and on defense.
Yeah, Coach, again, I know you those 7-on-7 scrimmages. If I can just rewind a little bit about what you talked about, the value of that is really become through the years really been helpful for the program in developing. So when you get to August, you kind of know how to get ready to go.
Well, actually, the interesting thing that 7-on-7s have developed so much. There's really two kinds of 7-on-7s. There's the ones that we did a little bit of both. The ones where you go to a tournament and there's no refs and you're kind of playing. If somebody wants to hold the ball for 5 minutes and then throw it, so be it. That's going to happen. So forth and so on. And then you have some controlled ones, which we also really like to participate. We had Graham come over, Miami East came over, Anna came down, and that type of scrimmage is you kind of know the coach and you kind of say, okay, here's what we want to do. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what you're going to do, and everybody's pretty realistic. They say, okay, hey, throw the ball. Hey, that was not a touchdown, and I think that helps you grow a little bit more as a team in terms of slowing down and doing all the stuff. But then sometimes you got to get down, like we went down to Dayton and got into some competition, and you got to let it go.
Well, as we get into competition tonight in our scrimmage, St. Mary's again, Northmont, as we talked about contact, this will be the first contact scrimmage that you have. What's some of the biggest adjustments our guys, not you as coaches, but guys have to make to the contact?
Well, it's going to be the speed. It's going to be the speed of which they run their plays. It's going to be the speed of which their defense goes after our offense. It's going to be the speed of which we transition if we have a special team situation. And I think those are all the big things. You can sit and we're holding cards and we're doing things as best we can at practice with our JVs, but they're running their own card now, and they're going to be coming in here ready to go, for 2 straight weeks. And each is a unique type of offense and defense that we're going to see. Each is conducive to some of the teams we're playing throughout the course of the year. So it's going to be a great preparation week for us for the next 2 weeks.
Well, 2 weeks, we open it up. We're on the road. Actually, our first 2 games are on the road, but we only have 1 non-league game. Just again, remind our people at the Indian Nation Station fans. Open up at Lima. We are in the midst of a 4-year deal with them. That's always been a good competitive game, and I expect nothing different this year.
Oh, definitely. And, they had a great season last year. We had a great game with them the first of the year. Their first game last year. They went on to the playoffs, did an outstanding job, and have a lot of confidence coming into this year. So hopefully we'll be able to go up to Lima and put our best foot forward.
I have no doubt that will happen, Coach. Then we get into MVL, and we'll talk more about this in the Coaches Show, but won't break down all of our opponents, but just the MVL in general. You talked about playoffs. There's quite a few teams in the MVL that made the playoffs last year. Obviously, that's the end goal, but it goes to show you what the schedule we're playing.
I think so. It goes to show the schedule that we play. There's great athletes in the MVL. There's great coaches in the MVL. Great rivalries in the MVL. It's got everything that a football league could want.
We are very fortunate to be in a situation where, as you talk about rivalries, we've got great rivalries, not just with our traditional ones, but we've picked up a few new ones. And one thing I get from our guys is whomever we're playing in the MVL, the guys look forward to it because the MVL is as important to them as any of those other non-league games.
It is, and when you're in a league, there's always some, what we've always liked to do as coaches is whatever team we're playing that week, we always like to have some twist to it, something that makes that game the most important game of the week because of this, and this. And all teams have great traditions. Like St. Mary's is coming over here tonight. They've won 3 state championships before. We scrimmage those guys since way back, even when I was an assistant coach. In the days of Skip Boffman, and just seeing some of the similar things that they've done in the past. So each one of the weeks we have that little bit of a twist, and then sometimes you got a little bit more added incentive. There's a couple of those weeks where one of those weeks where you got a lot of incentive.
Sure. Well, Coach, let's talk a little bit about our team. This group is going to be a lot of familiar faces back, particularly in some areas. We talk about offense and defense, but let's talk about defense first. I know that's a side that's very near and dear to your heart and pretty important.
Defensively, we're starting out, and I think the cornerstone of our defense is going to be our 2 defensive ends. Obviously Isaiah Martin and Carson Mars are both starters back from last year, both big, strong guys that can run, and I think they give us a good anchor system for the defense. All of our linebackers are back from last year, so we've got a great incentive back there, and then we've got our cornerback, Rashawn Garrett, and then 2 new guys back there that have done a great job in the course of their JV and other freshman career. We've got Boldo back at one corner, Keaton Bolden, and then we've got Joe Vasco back at safety. We also have Mike Talley playing safety for us, and we've got 2 or 3 other guys that can play back there. So we really like to think we're fairly deep in the secondary.
Yeah, I like to think defensively is we always put our pride ourselves in Piqua. Piqua defense has been a big part of that.
Yeah.
On the offensive side of the ball, we're going to see a new quarterback, but we also have some guys that are back in positions that we're very familiar. So talk a little bit about our offensive line and then kind of go back into our other positions.
Okay, well, our offensive line, we got a couple new starters back there, but Jace Weber's back, and we've got Caden Ball back. Those are our 2 big starters from last year. Tony Gardner's back.
Yep.
So there's 3 guys we have back in starters, and then we have a couple new faces in the offensive line. But generally speaking, I think that's going to be really the big cornerstone of our offense right there. We've got Weston Mars coming back at tackle, and he played a ton last year. So the only rookie is going to be our center, Mattis Kochka. And then behind him in our backfield, Jericho Burns is the second leading rusher coming back into the league in terms of returning rusher. Caden Thomas has done a great job in our passing scrimmages and our preseason type stuff. He started 3 games for us last year, has some experience at quarterback, so he's back with a lot of confidence this year. Receiving core, Drake Owen leading that receiving core, and I'm telling you what, we got some speed out there. We've got Debo Nicely out there, playing receiver. I said we've got Drake, we've got Noah Coleman out there, we've got Herbie Hancock out there. We've got just a ton of people that can go out and make plays for us, in that secondary. The biggest thing, our receivers. The biggest thing we got to do is protect the quarterback and get the ball out to those guys.
Well, I know that there's a lot of excitement and energy with those guys. They've been talking about it not just this past summer, but the spring, looking forward to this season and having a successful one. Coach, from your end of it, what I think is, everybody, the most asked question in Piqua was when you're, I'm sure, as you know, you're walking through the grocery store, you're driving downtown, or someone sees you out, is, hey, how's the team going to be? Because there's always Piqua football matters. Piqua football matters to not just us, but it also matters to our community, and it means something to be a part of that as a coach.
Yes.
And for as many years as 32 years as you've been here, and of course 36 as 34 as total here at Piqua. Actually, you just celebrated 40 years. We got the big award for that. You know that it's ingrained, and it's important to people, and they find it exciting.
It is, and like I always tell everybody, we want to be in the rotation. When people are talking about football, when people are talking about, I always want to have Piqua in a position where we're in the rotation, where we're always relevant. We're always relevant in the conversation. Not, oh yeah, I forgot about those guys. That we're always there. Somehow people are telling, maybe they can, maybe this, got some good people back. So as long as that happens, and we've got a chance, and we'll keep on rolling.
Coach, we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
We'll be back here. We'll be talking to some of our football players. Stay right there. We are now with our senior football players. They're going to introduce their name and the position or positions they play.
My name is Jericho Burns, and I play running back.
Caden Thomas, and I play quarterback.
Owen Schaller, I play middle linebacker.
Guys, I'm going to let you guys answer this question, because it's you guys are part of a program that you guys go almost full year round with weights and all the stuff you do in the spring and summer. The season, while it's starting with a scrimmage tonight, and we open up here in a couple weeks, this is something that you guys do all the time, becomes just a big part of who you are. What does it mean as you get ready, as you're putting the pads on, you're doing pictures a day, the reality of it is, hey, we are getting ready to go. What's it mean to you, Jericho?
It means a lot, because this is like our last time. It's more impactful on us. We take like more action towards it, and it's just more important.
Yeah. Caden?
I say it's a sad moment, but it's life.
Happy moment too, because you guys are about ready to get it done, right?
Yeah. I like to look at it like it's kind of a leadership role. We got to keep the tradition going with all the younger guys and just trying to have fun our last season.
You know, what you got across your chest, which by the way are brand new uniforms. When you're wearing Piqua across your chest, there's a lot that goes and a lot of responsibility with that. But you just said something too, like kind of the heritage and the tradition, and there's a lot of former players that look upon you guys to continue to keep that going. So I know you guys will. Let's talk a little bit about what's your goals and expectations this year. Let's talk about what your favorite, or what highlight you're looking forward to this year.
Mainly just beating our rivals. That's really it, and just having a winning record. That's what I want, really.
Okay.
Basically what he said, just going out, trying our hardest, putting everything we put in over summer into the game.
All right.
Goals, I'm expected to get in the playoffs, win 8 games, and just have fun.
Yeah, playoffs have become, something that's important. I know you guys walk every day past those playoff signs, and I know you guys want to add one more to it. It takes a lot of hard work, and I know you guys are going to do everything you can to put yourselves in a position, and your teammates to put you in a position to get that done. All right, hey, on a fun part here, I'm going to ask you real quick, if you get to go, all right, to a destination in the world, someone's going to give you $100,000, and you get to go anywhere in the world, where are you going to go?
That's a good question.
For 1 week.
Question.
You get 1 week, anywhere you want to go in the world. Jericho, where are you going?
Cancun.
Cancun. All right, well, you want a little sun. Okay.
I'd say Turks and Caicos.
Ooh, boy, that's really thinking.
I don't know. I'd probably just go to Disney World, to be honest with you.
Disney World. I love it. Guys, all the best to you. Good luck this year, and we look forward to seeing you guys playing here on Friday nights.
I appreciate it.
We are going to head to the golf course, but before we do that, we wanted you to know that right here at Alexander Stadium, you can catch these guys here on the Indian Nation station. You also can catch them on Spectrum Channel 5. It will be a great year. We will have highlights and coaches show and all those things that we've had in the past. First home game will be on Friday, September 6th, when the Indians host the Indians from Stebbins. All right, we're going to head to Echo and play a little golf. We are out at Echo Hills, home of the Piqua Indians golf teams, and with us is our head girls varsity golf coach, Brad Kuhlman. And Brad, you're in your second year, and a little bit more comfortable now than you were a year ago, because it wasn't you didn't have too much time to prepare, but you've got now a year under your belt. Even some off-season things I know that you've been doing. Talk a little bit about the experience of what it's been like to be a head coach as you go into your second season.
Yeah, so obviously with, like you said, the first year was a little hit and miss on what we were going to try to do, and trying to get some things planned for the year, get the girls out on the course, and just get that experience level up and get comfortable being on the golf course and just in general.
Well, we're talking just a couple former graduates, some alumni, and they were talking about getting a lot of swings, and that's what you're trying to reduce, is not as many swings and reps. And by the way you do that is you get out here and you get them play and give them a chance to compete before they have to do their matches. You've seen quite a bit of kids that are interested in golf, because we have a full JV team, so that means that's good. That means good things are happening.
Yeah, it's excellent turnout this year. We've got 7 freshmen that came in to supply us with a good JV squad, and they're growing every day, showing improvement, and that's all we can really ask for.
Brad, as we get ready for the 2024 campaign, we've got some key girls coming back from golf. We have some people that have competed at a high level, done well for us. Talk a little about what the expectations for this year's varsity golf team is.
Yeah, my expectations through the roof for this group. We got some competitors. We've got some girls that put in time, and when you have that combination, the possibilities are endless.
Sure. What's the schedule look like? I know we've already started. Golf is one of those few sports, unlike volleyball or soccer or football, they have scrimmages after a couple weeks of practice, and then they won't start their games till 3-4 weeks after practice has started. Golf, you're going really on your first day. I think August 1st you guys were linking it up with the Jackets up at Sydney.
Yeah, we took on a tough Jackets team with the returning MVL Player of the Year.
Yeah, that's right.
And they've got a group up there that's young and learning, but anytime you take on someone with that background, you have to be there and be ready to play. And
we got the win.
We did.
Yeah,
and
congratulations.
So we did that well. And then we went on to the invite, the Covington Play for Pink invite, and had a good showing there as well. So. Yeah, it's hit the ground running, and you got to be ready.
Coach, one more thing before we close out. Talk a little bit about some of those returners that are coming back that is going to make a real impact on the scorecard from the Lady Indians.
Yeah, so first person that I mentioned would be Aubrey Carroll coming back. She's got the low average from last year, so obviously we expect big things from her. And then we've got Jenna Snyder's another senior, who's was shaved about 8 strokes off of her score, I think, average last year.
Okay.
Then we've got Izzy Toma,
yes.
who is a junior, so we get to have her for another year even after this, and this will be her 3rd year on varsity. And then Emery Kuhlman is her 2nd year on varsity, and she's making strides as well.
Well, Coach, I know you got some girls that, as you said, not just good golfers, but like to compete. And, that makes a huge difference in getting after it and getting some success. So we wish you all the best. And, Coach, we know that you put a lot of time into it on the off season, so thanks for all you do.
Absolutely. Thanks, Chip.
All right, we're going to come back. We're going to talk to our senior golfers when we return. We are with our senior varsity girls golfers. We're going to have them introduce themselves and how many years of golf have you guys been playing, because we got a little variedness here.
So I'm Aubrey Carroll, and I've been playing golf for 4 years.
I'm Jenna Snyder, and I've been playing golf for 4 years.
I'm Bethany Howard. I've been playing golf for 3 years.
All right, Bethany, I'm going to let you hold it. Golf for you guys. Obviously, you guys have already had, we talked about this with Coach, unlike some other sports, our fall sports, volleyball and soccer, football, they practice for 2-3 weeks before they have their first game. You guys, on your first day of practice, have a day of competition where you actually go out and play. So, and your seasons end a little sooner, obviously, but you guys are out there and had a first match on the road against a rival, the City Yellow Jackets. Why don't you tell us how it worked out?
Well, I had an off day that day. I circled almost every hole, but I did have some
How'd the
good
team do?
shots. We did pretty good, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we won. Yes,
we
that's
won.
the key. We won. Yeah. Anytime you take down the Jackets, it's a good day. Coach Kopp will tell you that. Anytime you can beat Sydney, it's a good day.
Yes.
Real quick, tell us some things. What each of you, tell me one thing or one day, one match that you guys are looking forward to. I'll let you start because I gave her a running start. Give her a chance.
I'm looking forward to senior night
Poor
against
Bethany.
Troy here at Echo. Also looking forward to getting some gifts
Did
from
you
the
see
little
that?
underclassmen.
Did you see
Right
that?
here.
Right here at Echo.
At Echo. Easiest course that you could ever play at around here.
All right.
Make it real simple.
I'm looking forward to playing Troy at Miami Shores and here, and also Greenville at Turtle Creek.
Oh, you like Turtle Creek's course. Okay.
And then I'm also looking forward to senior night because it's something you only get once. So.
Yeah, you guys are seniors. Is it hard to believe? I mean, I know you guys have been in a spot where now you've been watching everybody else kind of have their senior pantry, and you're now your time is here.
It still hasn't fully set in for me yet. I'm gonna be real honest.
Yeah.
It probably won't kick in until later on, until actually school starts.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. And we are certainly wishing you guys all the best. I'm going to start with you, Bethany. We're going to go all the way through. Here's the question of the day.
Okay.
Someone gives you $100,000. You can go anywhere in the world for 1 week. Where are you going?
I'd probably go to Greece because it's really pretty.
Greece.
Yeah. And then either that or like Como in Italy because, it's beautiful.
Okay.
And it's in Star Wars kind of.
All right. Oh, Star Wars.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I'm just gonna take a big road trip across the U.S.
Oh, not even getting in an airplane. You're
No,
gonna just
I
drive.
don't like airplanes anyways.
Okay.
And I love America, There's no need to leave.
So
That's an extended answer there, Mr. Ganger.
I was about to say, I would like to go to either like Venice, Italy, or the Bahamas for sure, and get like a bungalow down in the Bahamas on the water.
It continues to just surprise me of what the destinations that you young people pick. Some good ones, by the way.
Thank you.
Speaking of good ones, we wish you all the best this year.
Thank
good luck
you.
as you guys go continuing into your season. We're going to come back and we're going to finish it off with boys golf when we return. With our head varsity boys golf coach, Andy Johnson. And Coach Johnson, we were talking to Coach Kuhlman earlier. Golf is one of those sports, unlike a lot of the others, where you have 2-3 weeks of practice and then your first game. Golf, you guys are getting after it on the first day. And on the first day of competition is August 1st. You guys were competing and have already had multiple matches. Talk a little bit about, before we talk about the team, what that's like just to be in a sport where you've coached baseball for many years. Again, 3 weeks of practicing and some scrimmages. But golf, it's right into it.
Yeah, you really get an idea of who worked on it during the summer because you only get 2 or 3 days of practice and then boom, you got an 18-hole invitational. So ready or not, here it comes.
And golf is conditioned. It's not, you're not racing in like a running condition, but you get to hole 13, 14. It becomes not just so much a physical thing, but also a mental thing.
Oh, mental approach is huge. Getting through 9 holes for a lot of the guys isn't too bad, but then, like you said, you stretch it out over 18 holes. You start to get tired, start to get hungry, especially for the high school guys. And then one bad shot can ruin your entire round. So it's how can you overcome those obstacles? How can you get over those bad holes and keep things rolling?
We're going to talk about our seniors here coming up, but you've got some returning golfers that it's going to, again, we expect to have good results this year. But one of those things, Andy, is you talk about getting over the bad hole. We've talked about in the years past, in this recent as last year, recent as just last match, they're rolling for 17 holes, but one hole can really throw them over the top.
Yeah, we've had a couple guys that were doing very well early on, and just one or two holes just was a train wreck. So it's hopefully we're getting those out of our system early in the year. That way, when we get into league time and sectional time, those things don't happen. We play a lot better.
Andy, talk about your team. So let's have your talk about your seniors coming back, and then some of your returners.
We've got a few seniors coming back. We got Hunter Steinke. He's going to be our #1 golfer this year. Comes with a lot of experience. He's a competitor. He's an athlete. He's ready to go. We've got Gabe Sloan's been with us for several years. Very solid player. Aiden Applegate, same thing. Aiden's a kid that doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low. Just kind of goes
had a nice
with it.
round the other day.
Oh yeah, he did. He had a real nice round. Just doesn't let things bother him. Just goes out and plays. Evan Clark is our other senior. Is going to be on varsity. Two-sport athlete in the fall. He works on it a lot. He was our long drive winner last year, and we got our long drive contest tonight, and he's hoping to repeat.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and you've got a guy like Evan. We'll talk about that a little bit. Here's a guy you said playing 2 sports in the fall, and we've got a few of those. That takes a lot of commitment and dedication, and I know you're expecting a lot from him.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's a kid that if he goes to golf during the day, he'll go run on his own at night, and then vice versa if he goes to cross country. So he's a very dedicated player, wants to be one of the important people on the team, whether it's golf or cross country, and he does a very good job at that.
Coach, talk a little bit about the schedule. What's it going to look like in the league? Again, a lot of the same schools are right up there, but the Indians should be making a push.
Yeah, absolutely. We're always the team that's right there knocking on the door and really pushing some of the better teams. We know Tip is going to be very competitive as always. Troy's got a solid team, of course, again. Butler has 2 freshmen coming up that are playing in junior tournaments all summer, and they're going to be legit. So those are typically the top 3 teams in the league, and we have to go after those guys, and we battle with them pretty well all the way through. We almost knocked down Troy in a dual match last year, and actually last year in an 18-hole tournament, we did beat Troy. It was the first time that Piqua Golf has beaten Troy in a number of years.
That was a big win for us, yeah, and it gives the guys confidence, so when they go in there, they feel like they can get those. But it'd be remiss if we didn't talk about a new addition to the staff. Coach Kopp, our JV golf coach, also a varsity basketball coach. Nice to have a guy that can coach our guys and who also is in the building too.
Yeah, absolutely. He relates well with the guys. He understands golf. He knows how to motivate kids, that we see on the basketball court as well. So having someone who can connect with the kids that well is definitely something that can really be beneficial to the golf team too.
Coach, we wish you and your guys all the best. I know there's going to be good things happening for the Indians. And but also be remiss if I didn't mention, we got a married man here.
Yep.
Congratulations on your most recent engagement, and turned it into an actual wedding and marriage. So congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll be back. We're going to talk to our senior golf when we return. We are with our senior golfers, boys golfers, and they're going to introduce their name and how many years they've been playing.
I'm Evan Clark, and I've been playing 4 years.
Gabe Sloan, playing for 4 years.
Aiden Applegate, been playing for 4 years.
Hunter Steinke, been playing for 4 years.
Austin William, been playing for 1 year.
All right, Austin, I'm going to let you hold it there. Austin, I know this is kind of new for you with the sport, but talk real quick, what's it been like to be a part of the golf team and just playing golf in general?
It's been fun. I mean, I've only been playing a couple months, but still, I try my best, I guess.
Enjoy it?
Yeah.
These guys help you along?
Yeah.
All right, we're glad to have you. All right, we'll let you hand it to, all right, Big Hunt, this is big senior year. I know you got a lot of expectations. You're coming off a summer where you've been playing a lot of baseball. So did you get a chance to get some golf in?
Yeah, I got some golf in. I mean, Evan hit me up every now and then and be like, let's go play some round. I mean, it's about all I do though. So a lot of baseball, but then we just mixed in some golf, but not too much.
Well, I'm going to have you started here with what event or match are you guys looking forward to the most?
I mean, the obvious answer is sectionals MBO. We want to go in there and dominate, get some league points. We want to qualify this year. I mean, that's our big thing. We've missed it by not much the last couple of years, and I think this year's the year we're going to really try to go out and qualify for districts.
Truly a game of inches, isn't it, Hunter?
It is.
Yeah. Aiden?
I'm looking forward to, obviously, Troy and Butler. Got MVL and sectionals at the end of the year. Always looking forward to that. Got to dominate. And that's about all.
That's right. Come after it.
I think I'm looking forward to the tri-match the most. It's our senior night. It's going to be fun, you know. It's always fun for us to play that one.
I'm looking forward to MVL. It's always a fun tournament, and it's good to go out and get some good competition.
Evan, you're a little unique. Well, you're unique for a lot of ways, but you're actually a two-sport athlete in the season. We saw you earlier today. You were in a little different uniform, and your mouth is less full than it was before. Golf and cross country, how does that work for you?
They mix pretty well. Kind of miss a few practices here and there, but you can do both on your own. Come out and play around or go out for a run on your own. The schedules for matches and meets work out pretty well. Can miss one meet and one tournament a year, and that's about it. So
we are glad you're able to do both.
Yeah, so am I.
Absolutely. Well, hey guys, we're going to close it off here. All right, I'm going to ask the major question here. Been the question of the day for seniors. Someone hands you $100,000 and you can go travel anywhere in the world. Where are you going?
I'll start down there.
Go ahead, Austin. Give it a shot. Anywhere in the world. 1 week, $100,000 to go do it. Where are you going?
Frankfurt, Germany. I don't know.
Frankfurt?
Yeah.
Germany. No, I have not heard Germany yet. Okay.
Vancouver, Canada.
What's in Vancouver?
I don't know. I've always wanted to go to
Canada.
So.
All right. Okay.
Tokyo, Japan.
Japan. Okay, that's our second Japan today.
I'd go to like Norway or something, I guess. I have no idea.
Norway.
I think I'd go to like St. Thomas Island.
Oh, okay, a little warmer.
A little warmer.
Okay, good. Guys, all the best to you guys this year. I know you guys are going to have a great year. We wish you luck.
Thanks, Chip.
Guys, just going to stay there before we sign off. Just a reminder, you can come watch our girls and boys team at Echo. You can also get those schedules on the Piqua City Schools website or on the Piqua Indians Athletic website, or you can also catch them on the MVL website. Thanks for joining us today, but we are going to take you back one more time to Alexander Stadium because our cheerleaders have 3 very important words to share with you.
We are Piqua!